Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. Whoever's watching this video, whoever's watching this live session, very, very warm welcome to each and everyone. Uh, Hello, Letstute. Yeah. Hello, guys. How are you guys? Hello. Hello, guys. Welcome to Letstute. So, first of all, let me just say this thing. If you're new to this channel, then please do subscribe to our channel, and also don't forget to press the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you never miss an update from us. Cause there are a lot of good videos coming from us. Um, in few days. Okay, so be tuned with us so you get to enjoy each and everything. Okay, so today's topic is actually important. Why is it important? Because it's related to our studies and how to build up confidence. Okay, so this topic is actually a bit important, so we'll be looking forward to this topic. Okay, so before that, before starting with this session, if you guys have any doubt, you can just type it in the chat box and we will be going through all the doubts, whatever you have, we will be going through it. Okay, so hi guys, how are you guys? Yeah, so let me just share the PPT actually, so that will be great. Okay, so it's about confidence and how to increase confidence while studying. Okay, so this is actually a very important topic. We'll wait for a few minutes for more people to join actually, because yeah, it's hardly 5-1. So let's wait for a few minutes and then we can just quickly start with it. Okay, so don't go anywhere, just be here. We can just I can just answer your questions, whatever you're posting it in the chat box. Okay, you can just ask it in the chat box. Okay, hello. How to stop killing how to stop time killing? Okay, that's a nice question. Like, how can we stop wasting time? So that's a question which we are going to answer in this video. Okay, okay, there are a lot of questions. How to write quick notes? Okay, how to make quick notes? This is actually very important. You can just make quick notes. How can you make quick notes while you're studying? Okay, so in the previous live session we have discussed about this. If you're studying and if you're going through the textbook, try writing the key points down. That will help you very much, okay, to score better marks. Math concept. Okay, okay. How to stop yourself from procrastinating? This is also a very important question. So how to stop is like motivate yourself to do a particular thing. And how can you motivate yourself after you get some confidence? Okay, so this confidence is going to help us a lot. Okay, so let's, without wasting any time, let's quickly start with this confidence. Okay, so what is actually confidence? Okay, so if I ask you, at times when you feel you're not confident, what are you exactly feeling? Okay, so if you go to write a paper, if you go enter the exam hall, and if you say that you're not feeling confident, then what does that mean? If you're on a stage in an elocution competition and you're set to deliver a speech and you say you're not confident, what does that mean? What does that mean? Is there a word which can define if you're not confident? Or is there a correlation between something when you're not confident? Okay, so let me just clear it out. Okay, so that is nothing but fear. Okay, when you're not confident, you tend to fear many things. Okay, so when you're not prepared properly, you tend to fear, where you fear that what if you fail. This failing thing is actually a very big fear in kids. I'm sure everyone fears this question, like, what if I fail in my exams? How can I overcome this fear? The moment you overcome your fear, you will be confident. How to overcome fear, or maybe how to increase your confidence? So if you decrease the fear factor and you increase your confidence. So fear and confidence are actually inversely proportional. Okay, so if you increase confidence, your fear automatically decreases, and if your fear decreases, your confidence automatically increases. So because of this fear, what can happen? So because of this fear, of course, we know that confidence can be hampered, so our confidence can drastically go down. Okay, because of this fear, our studies can be affected. Okay, as we know, if you're fearing a particular subject, if you're fearing studying, then your studies will definitely get affected. And one more thing is your performance in your exams. Okay, so if you have fear for exams, your performance will deteriorate. That is for sure. So how can we overcome these particular topics or these particular points? Okay, so you can just type it in the chat box, all the questions you have. We are definitely going to answer all of them. Okay, so how to be confident? So what is the first question which we had? It was, what if I fail? This is a very basic question which each and every kid has. Even I used to think, what if I fail? Like, there have been times where I have not been able to concentrate properly because of these thoughts. Like, what if I fail in exams? I'm sure there must be a point where you must be feeling that, what if I fail in exams? Okay, so what can we do is just get this one thing very clear in your head. Okay, why are we studying? Why are we fearing exams? So exams are basically to give you a degree. Okay, the metrics on which they test you, it's actually to give you a degree. But one day if someone actually robs your degree, or maybe your degree gets destroyed, does that mean your worth or your knowledge is getting destroyed? No, right? That simply means knowledge and degree are both separate things. Okay, degree is just to show that, okay, you are certified, but knowledge is something which you can't knowledge is something which can't be vanished. Okay, so why are we supposed to study? We are supposed to gain knowledge. Okay, so we are supposed to study to gain knowledge. Don't study for marks, study for knowledge. If you have this intention towards studying to gain knowledge, you will never fear studying, because you won't have that factor only, right? Ki, what if I fail in exams? Because you're not studying for marks, you're studying for knowledge. And get my words, dude, like, if you study to gain knowledge, you will definitely score in your exams. Because if you have the knowledge, you're definitely going to write all the answers. If you know all the equations, if you know all the formulas, if you know what are your tenses, if you know what are pronouns, nouns, how to write a letter. Okay, so these are particular things which you should know while you're studying. These are nothing but gaining knowledge. Okay, so gain knowledge from studies, and after you gain knowledge, you are definitely going to score in your exams. Okay, yes, study for knowledge and not for marks. But if you're studying for knowledge and if you have knowledge, that will automatically give you marks. So that is actually a chain. You should not skip the knowledge part. Kids tend to skip the knowledge part. They just go from study to marks. It's not study to marks, it's study to knowledge to marks. Okay, so this is a key factor which you should remember, guys. What's the next thing? The next thing is that I'm not prepared actually. So while we study, okay, so suppose if I'm studying and I finished one chapter. After that, I go to the next chapter, and while I'm studying the next chapter, what do I feel? That I have not prepared myself enough to study or to come on the second chapter. That means I'm not properly prepared for the first chapter. I don't know my concepts properly for the first chapter. So this can be a thing which you can be feeling while you're studying, and this can be definitely a hindrance on your studies. So this can definitely make your confidence go low. Okay, this can definitely decrease your confidence. So one of the major thing which you should understand is learn thoroughly. Whatever you're learning, no matter what you're learning, learn thoroughly. Okay, if it's one answer, learn it properly. Okay, if it's one concept, if it's a very important concept, suppose if we talk about math may, we have coordinate geometry. So in that coordinate geometry, if you don't understand the concept of slope or maybe distance, if you don't understand the concept of distance, you won't understand anything else. So that proper concept, or maybe you have to learn it thoroughly. You have to understand the concept thoroughly. Okay, so this is very very important to be confident. Okay, confidence comes with practice, of course. These are certain golden words actually. So confidence is like a what I'll say, it's like a habit. Okay, like winning is a habit. People do say, like successful people do say that winning is a habit. Similarly, confidence is also a habit. Confidence comes with practice. The more you practice, the better you're confident. You're more confident over that particular subject. Or maybe if you practice more a particular thing, you will definitely be confident. Okay, so one day if you're studying this particular subject for or maybe practicing that particular sum for many times, and a random person comes and gives you that particular sum, you will definitely be confident to solve that particular sum because you are confident. Okay, so practice is actually very very important to increase your confidence. What's the next thing? It's like quality is what matters and not quantity. Okay, so before one day before the exams, let's take it in the exam point of view. Okay, so one day before the exam, you're studying the whole portion, you're trying to cover the whole portion. It's like you're just going through the pages, you're just going through all the definitions, and that's not of any use, guys. Why it's not of any use? Because you have just the surface knowledge, or maybe you have the quantity, you have tried to cover the whole portion, but you didn't understand the concepts properly, or maybe you didn't understand, or you didn't study it for the knowledge. You just studied it for marks, but you won't score it properly because it's just the surface knowledge. You don't have in-depth knowledge about it. So quantity doesn't matter, it's the quality what matters. So if you're learning a particular concept, learn it properly. Don't try to cover many things. If you're trying to cover a particular thing, try to cover a particular thing. Try to make it proper. That's what is quality all about. That's what knowledge is all about. You should have knowledge of a particular thing. Okay. So this is also a very important thing actually. People do say I don't feel confident. So let's talk about how can you increase your confidence. Okay, so me giving you motivational speech will gain some motivation in you. You will feel confident for a few minutes. Okay, so please try to understand this thing. I will give motivational speech. You will be motivated for few days, maybe few months, okay, or maybe an entire year. But after that, what really matters is the self belief and the self confidence. You're the only person who can take yourself out of that particular no confidence zone to a confidence zone. Okay, so what is the key factor which you should understand? So look at the image. There's a guy who's looking in the mirror, and in the mirror he has a superhero costume actually. So that's actually confidence. And what does this picture actually means? So talk to yourself. You should always talk to yourself. If you're not feeling confident, if you're not understanding a particular thing, stand in front of mirror, talk to yourself, ask yourself what's the problem, what's going on, why I'm not getting this concept, what's wrong with me. Okay, so if you try to talk to yourself, talk yourself out of that situation, no one can help you. Okay, so remember these words actually. No one can help you, only you can help yourself. Okay, so this is actually very important. Talk to yourself. Okay, so and one more thing, believe in your abilities to improve. Okay, so if you're studying a particular subject, if you're studying a particular subject, don't think that I can't improve more than this. You will definitely improve more than this. Believe that if you keep on practicing, you will improve one day, and that day is very nearby. Okay, so you can improve within days, you can improve within months. So that's all upon you. How much do you believe in yourself? Do you believe that you can improve yourself, or do you not? So you should have self belief. Okay, and one more thing, practice. Of course, we keep on telling this thing that practice is actually very, very important, because if you don't practice, you won't understand that particular thing. You will have to keep on practicing, you will have to keep on revising, you will have to keep on looking at the same sum again and again, you will have to keep on looking at the same concept again and again. How to write fast an exam, that's there's a actually a video on that. You can just go and watch it on Letstute. We have a lot of videos on Letstute related to these concepts actually. These are one of them. Okay, so the next thing is, we think that toppers are someone who are actually smarter than us or maybe better than us, or we think that we are the only one who hates studying. The fact is that everyone hates studying, dude. Like if I was a kid or maybe I was a student, I was hating studies because I didn't want to do it. Everyone hates studying. Everyone in your age group hates studying. But what makes them the toppers? What actually makes them the toppers? So they are not smarter than you or maybe better than you. It's just that they have the hunger for success. So that particular success, they want that success so badly that they thrive for it or maybe work harder for it. Okay, so that's particular thing which we should understand. Okay, so keep on practicing, keep on trying your level best. You should have that hunger within you to be successful in life. You should have that confidence that you can study and score better marks in your exam. But of course, aiming for better percentage is not our aim. Studying for knowledge is our ultimate aim, and after we have that particular knowledge, we will definitely get marks. Okay, so please understand this. Everyone loves getting high ranks. Okay, please understand this thing. Everyone loves getting high ranks, or maybe everyone wants to be a topper. But what segregates topper from average kids is that particular hunger. How much do you practice for that particular sum? How much do you go through that particular formula? How much you look at that particular definition and try to grasp that whole particular line? How much do you understand that particular subject? Okay, so that is what makes a topper different from an average kid. You should have that hunger, you should have that confidence, you should talk to yourself. You should ultimately take some break. If you're studying for long hours, don't study for long hours. Take some breaks in between. That will refresh your mind, that will help you study better, that will help you grasp all the things, all the concepts in a better way. That will ultimately lead to better knowledge and better marks, and then you ultimately can be a topper. Okay, so this is actually very, very important. So here's a keyword, that's hunger. You should have hunger for success. Okay, hunger for success is actually very, very important. Okay, so this is actually a great line coming from Muhammad Ali. So we all know who's Muhammad Ali is. He's a boxer actually. So how can we relate that particular thing to this particular thing? So I have written a particular line that, okay, so you have to study. Okay, there's no other option. You can't skip studying. You have to study. Everyone has to study in their life. It's not because you want to score good marks in your exams, it's because you want to be a better person in life, you have to study. Okay, of course our ultimate goal will be to earn more money than other people, but that's secondary. Actually, what's the primary thing? It's about becoming a good person. And how can you become a good person? It's how much knowledge do you gain. Okay, so you have to study. Suffer now and live your rest life like a champion. So these are few words from Muhammad Ali. Okay, so if you practice now, if you suffer now, these are your times where you have to put in the hours for practice, and then rest of your life you can live like a champion, because you won't have time to upgrade yourself in later stage. These are the times, these are the times where you really have to study. Okay, so there's a common thing which kids actually face. It's like I can't leave my phone, I can't actually study because I'm on my phone scrolling through Instagrams or maybe playing games. How can we avoid that? Okay, so do one thing. You can actually play games in your phone. Download one app which can actually track how much time you're spending on a particular app. Okay, so that will ultimately tell you how much time you're wasting in that particular time. And after that, come in front of mirror, talk to yourself, like, bro, what's happening with you? Like, you can talk to yourself. You can say, why am I not studying? Do I really not want to study? Do I really not want to score in these board exams? Do I really not want to upgrade myself? These are few things which we have to understand. And these are the years where you will have to understand that you will have to set your priority. Okay, you will have to set your priority. Surfing on your mobile, scrolling Instagrams, or maybe being a social media is actually, you can become that, that's secondary. But upgrading yourself, upgrading your knowledge, being a better person, these are actually primary things which are very very important in life. And what makes you a better person? Knowledge makes you a better person. Okay, so we have to have knowledge. And how can you gain knowledge? We can gain knowledge through studies. Okay, so studies are actually very very important for you to become a better person in life. Okay, so these are certain keywords which you should remember, guys, not only for your boards but throughout your life. Okay, and do not study for your parents. Okay, so this is actually very very important, that do not study for your parents, do not study to impress your friends, but actually study for knowledge. Okay, so we all tend to say that if we don't study properly, my mom will say this to me, or my father will say this to me, or my friends will not consider me as part of them, or what will the society say. Okay, so the society is not going to come and help you when you're facing certain problems. What will help you is your knowledge. Your studies will help you. Okay, your studies will help you to become a better person. Your studies will help you to gain a better job in life. Okay, so how to improve your memory? Okay, so this is a question from chat box, that how to improve your memory. How to improve your memory? That's based on, you should increase your concentration power, your focus. You should be focused. And how can you increase that? You should meditate, guys. I know that sounds crazy, but you should meditate. Okay, you should try to increase your concentration power by meditation, by relaxing your mind, by being low on anxieties. Okay, don't be like don't be anxious actually about particular things, like I have not done this, I have not done that, there's so much remaining, when will I complete the whole portion? Just be chill, be calm. We will really ace this particular board. It's going to be our board. We are going to ace this board, and it's going to be amazing. Okay, so keep on studying, keep on meditating. Try to relax your mind. I have given some tips of how can you relax your mind. You can listen to few musics actually while taking breaks. So if you're studying for long hours, in the break time you can eat some snacks, listen to some music, watch your web series, like not for long hours. Okay, so your break should be only of 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, the break should be actually very very small. Don't extend the breaks to 1 hour or maybe 2 hours. Okay, or don't sit on playing games. Just keep your mind relaxed. Okay, so do whatever helps you, guys. Study to be a better version of you. Of course, this I have said many many times, that we have to study to become a better version of us. So how, what actually makes, so this was actually a thing. So what actually makes toppers different from average kids? What actually makes topper different from average kids? It's like, many of your friends will skip certain paragraphs, or maybe last lines, or maybe certain definitions, or maybe certain formulas. They will tend to skip it, thinking that it won't come in the exams. But what actually makes a topper is that hunger for success, or maybe he tries to grasp the whole concepts properly. But do you just want to pass? Like, of course, if you study only particular things, like if you study the important questions, of course you will pass. But the question is, do you only want to pass? Do you only want to pass, or maybe secure a particular position which will be better for your future, that will help your future, that will strengthen your future? Is it good to study on nights? Okay, so can we study on nights? Remember this thing. Actually, you should not study beyond 1 o'clock. So you are going to give your board exam. So once you're in degree college, of course, it doesn't matter whether you're studying in night or maybe in early morning. That's totally different if you're a degree college student. But if you are giving your boards, like if you're giving your boards for 10th or 12th, so it's preferred that you should not sit late night. Okay, it's preferred that you try getting up early in the morning, try to study properly, because early in the morning is the time where you can concentrate better. Okay, yeah, there are people who tend to study better during night. But what is the time till you can study? So remember this thing. You should not extend beyond 1 o'clock. Okay, so 1 o'clock is the limit actually. So don't extend beyond 1 o'clock, because you will have your online classes, you will have your lectures, you will have your daily schedule, and that can actually hamper your sleep pattern, and that will actually make you cranky. If you don't get a good amount of sleep, your concentration power will definitely decrease, because if you don't get enough sleep, your concentration power tends to decrease. Okay, so get good hours of sleep, and that will increase your concentration power. Okay, and that will help you score better in your exams, guys. 8 hours of sleep. Okay, so 7 to 8 hours is a accurate amount of time to sleep. Okay, accurate amount of time to sleep. Okay, so 7 to 8 hours is proper time to sleep. Okay, after meal. Okay, so at night after meal, try to have something light, guys. Like when you are planning to study late at night, try to eat something light. Okay, why should you eat light? Because if you're eating heavy and if you're studying on the bed, you will tend to feel sleepy, and then you won't end up studying. How to keep in mind so many theorems? Okay, so understand the logic, that will really help you. But also what can help you is practicing that theorems. Try writing that theorems down on your book. Try writing the theorems, like try to understand, draw the diagrams, write the theorems. It will definitely help you. So best time to study according to me. So according to me, best time to study is during morning. Okay, so early morning, concentration powers are actually very high. There's a soothing atmosphere. It's actually very quiet, and the concentration power actually increases. Okay, so that can really help you. And the last thing is that you should believe that everything is possible if we try. So if you're not trying, guys, if you're not trying to study, that won't help, because you have to study. You have to keep on trying. This is the last thing which I'm going to say, that everything is possible if we try. So let me just zoom it a bit. Everything is possible if we try. There's I can't, but if you tell that I can't cut T away, there's I can. And everything is possible if we try. So if there's any question, guys, you can just type it in the chat box. I can read the questions and answer them according to it. Okay, so you can ask it in the chat box, guys. Are notes helpful? Okay, so there's a question going on. Are notes helpful? Of course, definitely the notes are really helpful. So last minute studying, if you're trying to study at the last minute, okay, so during exams, you have studied all over the months, you have made your own notes, but while revising for the exams, you don't have to go and look into the textbooks. You have your own notes which you can refer, and that will definitely help you. Any tips for solving numerical solving? So try to understand the formulas. If you get the formulas, that's it. Okay, but of course, how to solve more numerical problems is how to understand the problem. It's try solving more numericals, because if you try to solve it, you will get to know what's the pattern about it. Okay, you will get to know what's the pattern, how which kind of questions do they ask, what are the word problems they can ask, how can we tackle that particular situation. That's a particular thing. Yes, of course, you can read the notes given by teacher, but please try to read the textbook once at least. Try to read the whole textbook at least once, because that will be very helpful. Notes, sometimes in notes, some points can be skipped. Okay, this is important. Some points can be skipped, but please try to read the textbook at least once. That will really help you. So after reading, so there's a question: what all should we do after reading and completing, or understanding the whole concepts completely? So what should we do after that? So after that, you are supposed to solve more and more papers. Okay, so a very important thing: success. To score better in your exams, you will have to practice. And I had scored 91.2% in my 10th grade, and that was definitely because I had solved many question papers. I had practiced many question papers, and that solving question paper really helps you. Why does it help you? Because you get to know what kind of questions they can ask. You try to do the time management thing. You try to write the essays, try to complete the answers in the stipulated amount of time, and that will definitely help you. How to learn dates? Okay, so this is about history. I'll guess that key. How to learn dates? You can make a timeline diagram. So you can make timelines or maybe tree diagram, and in that you can just mark the dates, and that will help you understand the date and the flow in a better way. Okay, and that will definitely help you to learn the dates. Yes, these live sessions will be on the channel itself. Don't worry about that. How can I remember the formula, sir? Okay, so if that's math formulas, I'll say logic. Okay, and if it's chemistry formulas, I'll say keep writing it down. The more you write the formulas for chemistry, the more you write the formulas, the better you'll understand the chemical reactions or the chemical equations. For physics or maybe for math, you should try to understand the concept. Okay, so why is force equals to mass into acceleration, or maybe y is a particular thing, or maybe a volume of cube. Why do we consider volume of cube as L square, or maybe side cube, L cube, or maybe side cube? I'm so sorry, it's not L square, it's L cube or side cube. Why do we consider that? What's the logic behind it? How to avoid exam fear. This whole video is about that only, how to avoid exam fear. How can you overcome the exam fear? How can you be more confident? Try to talk to yourself, guys. You are the only person who can help yourself. Believe in that. Believe that you can do it. How to study for grammar in easy ways. Okay, so there are a lot of videos on Letstute which you can go through for grammar things like pronouns, nouns, or basic whatever, gerunds. There are many things. Grammar is actually, which is a lot. So you can practice it. You have to practice writing skills. Okay, writing skills are very important, which you should practice. I just gave the answer for how to any tips for numerical solving. Okay, so I gave tips for numerical solving that you will have to practice more. Try to understand the formulas. If you know the formula, you will be able to solve the numericals. Okay, there will be a lot of numericals in your book, but the amount of formulas will be limited. So try to understand the formulas. Try to cover the limited portion so that you can understand the bigger portion automatically. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I hope this video was informative for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. So if you guys are new to this channel, please do subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to press the subscribe button, smash the subscribe button, and press the bell icon. Also, if you have not pressed the like button, please do press the like button if you like this video. And yeah, that's it. So if you guys have any doubt, I'll be there for last 1 minute on this live session. Then I'm going to end this session. Okay. You can just post all your doubts, all your questions, so that if I go through any unique question, I can just address that thing. Okay. I hope it was good for you guys. I hope you learned something new. Bye. Yeah. Thank you guys. It was great talking to you guys. Thank you. How to be confident in front of others? For that, you will have to be confident when you're talking to yourself. Okay, so try talking when you're looking at the mirror, and if you're confident while looking into the mirror and talking, then you will be confident in front of others also. Just keep on practicing more. Okay. How to study math? Okay, you don't have to study math, you will have to practice math. Okay, so don't try to study math, try to practice math. Math is actually very important. So try to understand the formulas. Okay, so these will be the last words, and I'll just highlight the last words, which is everything is possible if we try, guys. So please try to understand this. Everything is possible if we try. If you try to become a better person, if you try to understand the concepts better, you will definitely score better. I hope it was great. Okay, so thank you guys. See you guys later. Okay, bye guys. Bye. Bye.